Today's horoscope from Astrocademy Aquarius, December 11, 2021. Around you, countless people have passed. But you don't need to start thinking that it would imply that each one of them is seen as undesirable people. To avoid that degree of emotions, it would be preferable if you were to yourself. You would simply convince yourself to continue your course, especially if you now have good energy so that everything appears nobler towards you. Scorpio would give you the good omen without a doubt. Days of good energy, do not doubt that at any time. Now that the sextile between Jupiter and Venus comes into rulership, you would request the opportunity to make everything move in your favor. It is an important moment, for that you would already be prepared. Stay away from those who represent your negativity. Sometimes being a person who talks about what he thinks, feels, and wants to modify, would not always keep you in the best way towards others. That is why the possibilities of changing the way you say what you think would be good for you on this day. The waning moon would give you the energy to have everything going for you. Beware of promoting yourself as someone with such strength and mental competence that they can handle everything. Note that the strongest mule in the caravan is the one that ends up carrying the most weight. Your emotions are more sensitive than you imagine, and without a doubt more sensitive than what you show to others. Be honest about your feelings, not just your thoughts. Your intuitions are sharp today. Your instincts guide you in the right direction. Take the opportunity to give up certain manias, which are based on obsolete circumstances and which harm you, especially on your plate. Today, you put forward your sense of contact and listening to maintain relaxed exchanges. In addition, your humor and your speaking skills will be invaluable assets to give your best and get everything you want. The sky greatly encourages lovemaking and colors of great sensuality, igniting hearts and bodies. We are close to trance. If, however, the problems resisted this conflagration, you will have to wonder why. Try not to be distracting. Sometimes mundane things are distracting. For example, just thinking about having a person with you without any kind of formal relationship. It is well known that you have free will to exercise what corresponds to you as you wish, but this does not mean that it would lead you to well-being. The waning moon would be available to focus on love properly. Today, group activities are going to take up a lot of your time and energy, maybe too much. You are very concerned about your professional problems, and you do not like to be distracted by them. However, these activities, not to mention your family, are very important to you, and you will find a way to make time for yourself even if it can be frustrating. Remember though, today is not a good day to push yourself too hard. Galvanized by Jupiter, you are in awe of your partner. By dressing him in all the qualities in this way, you tend to devalue yourself. You do not deserve such a genius, you are not enough like this or too much like that. Regain your self-confidence and know how to have the same indulgence for yourself as you have for the other. Single, by dint of looking for the best strategy to seduce, you go around in circles. To the chagrin of a Capricorn who would not be against a little action. Sometimes several things are not necessarily healthy, but you do them anyway because you feel an adrenaline rush that would make you feel that you can do everything. If you think clearly, you would not risk it. It would put your energy out of balance, so try to think twice. There is a philosopher within you. Sometimes you feel like an old man when looking at those around you. A part of you is always analyzing things and trying to figure out the other meaning of events. Today you will feel the need to look within and find a way to achieve a better balance in your life. There are some basics, like diet and exercise, that you might as well improve. The harmony that reigns between Mercury and Neptune allows you to consider this day with serenity. In principle, you should not have any health problems. The only downside, your tendency to waste your energy could cost you a nasty boost in the afternoon. Needless to say, this risk is increased tenfold if your sleep hygiene leaves something to be desired. To avoid falling asleep on your desk or the bus, stock up on vitamins for breakfast, eat light for lunch, and forget your 3 coffees before 10 o'clock. Do not decompose your steps, possibly an economic setback, it would be inevitable, but not for that reason you would remain unable to exercise the best of you so that you feel that things are getting better. The number 9 in Regency would be essential for you to do everything possible not to give up. Today you could surround yourself with some people who inspire you. You may have a stimulating conversation with someone who is introducing you to new ideas. Or you could end up exploring an exciting job concept with someone a bit visionary. Allow yourself to think of creative ways, and encourage yourself to explore a bigger vision of reality. Perhaps you will learn something that you could apply to your own life. You can induce important changes that will improve your professional horizons. But you need to think carefully about the decisions you plan to make because they will directly influence your personal life for a while. The wind is blowing on your financial side. Now is the time to dare to take risks, to make fundamental changes. Collective material actions are highly favored. You can collaborate without reservations or worries. Finally, months of uncertainty have passed, but now you would have the opportunity to feel that a cycle is closing that would have been a headache for you. To do this, you would keep the waning moon close to you, making everything move in your favor. You may feel anxious so that your life today is perfect. But you may have to accept that it may still take a little longer. You can get excited about a project for the house, such as a remodel or redecoration. Don't rush through these jobs, or you could end up frustrated by the result. You may want to use some of that overflow of energy in the gym, where it can do you good. Professionally, you will have to fight the influence of a poorly aspect Saturn. Some natives will be very directive, even authoritarian, with their professional entourage, while others will on the contrary show great laxity and a lack of rigor. Pick up on yourself if you want to avoid the wrath of your colleagues or, worse, your superiors. Don't risk gambling or risky investing today. On the financial side, it's not your day either. Finally, you discover the mountains and wonders of fatherhood. Still, it looks like your child is growing at the speed of light. Frustrated, sometimes you don't feel like you're enjoying it enough. Rest assured, your offspring assimilates every second spent in your company. From your contact, he retains a host of enriching things for his physical and psychic construction. In return, you share laughs and anecdotes with your little miracle of life personified.